All right, sorry about the slow start there, guys. My computer was having lots of issues. I don't know what was going on. All types of craziness. It's all good though. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and hit you with the... There we go. And yeah, I think today, what we're going to be doing, just playing some retro games, feeling it out, chilling, you know what I mean? Having some fun. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and get our music playing here. We'll start with this one. Yeah, it's a good level. All right. So I have a couple of games we can play today. Hopefully it saved how I had to restart my computer. I'm hoping that it saved everything. It looks like it did. All right, well that's good. All right, well let's go ahead and we'll pick a game and we'll figure out what we're playing today. I was sort of kind of thinking Gauntlet. I love Gauntlet, so I might do that. Let's see here. There we go. So we've got a couple games we can play. Let's try and figure out what we want to do here. So we got Fire Emblem. I thought about that one. That's fun. Thought about Gauntlet, like I said. There's Mega Man. What else we got? Bloody Roar. Oh, that's a good one. Prince of Star Fox Adventures. That's a good one too. Let's start out with Gauntlet. Wait, can I make it? I forgot. Can I make it full screen? Yeah, I think that should be okay. Yeah. Hey.
Ancient time.
Let's turn this audio off. Should we play from where we were at? Because I have a save that's already pretty much done. I don't know if we should. Yeah, might as well.
Welcome back, Register.
Do we want to do that? I sort of kind of do. There's only one thing I don't have, and that's the one guy. All right, well. We'll just go with the gesture since I'm already.
Register.
Yeah, might as well, right? Woo, boy, it's been a while since I played this game.
Better, better, better.
There you are. Come on in. Come on. Come on in. Welcome to
Better.
I'm very glad you're here. You look great, by the way. Anyway, so thanks for coming. Today I kind of want to talk about
All right,
something
well, let's go ahead and let's see. Where do we need to go here?
Can I ask you, do you ever think about
pretty much been everywhere. What do we need to do here? Gotta talk to this guy.
Okay, do you ever think about, what is the experience
Can I get in here?
of someone
Yeah.
who is physically dying?
Oh, is this where I'm at? Oh, hey, I went to where I'm supposed to go. Look at that. What is this? We gotta figure out what this is so we know not to miss anything. Hold on.
Yeah, that is something that I think about all the time, actually. I'm making tea. Do you want tea? There's tea. It's actually a thing that I feel like I was kind of forced to think about a lot back in the day, kind of against my will, because there was like this internet rumor going around that I was dead.
I gotta figure out where I'm at first.
I died and was not alive.
Okay. I mean, this has got to be. Yeah, so it's not Dream World. It's got to be.
If I'm being honest, it kind of messed me up. It did. I'm older now, and I've experienced some death and dying. I lost my dog. I lost my dad, and those were painful and profound experiences, and they changed me. Right? And they reminded me that death is a fact of living. Of course, it is. It is the inevitable fact of our death is the one certainty we hold while we're alive. And that got me thinking, why not confront that? Right? I mean, why not talk about it? You know, I mean, 'cause if you think about it, we're all gonna die. We're all dying while we're living. So why not ask the question, what is that?
I was a caregiver for my father when my father passed. He died of lung cancer, and it was a very gradual process. You know, he didn't die all at once. You know, it was a subtractive process, if that makes sense. Like things were being taken. You know, things were taken forever and gone. His strength was taken forever and gone. I remember his beard was taken forever and gone, and it occurred to me that I had never seen my father's face until he was dying of cancer, you know? And it was such a gradual dimming is how it felt. And I was right there with him, you know, when he passed, I was right there.
All right, got it. Hey, what's going on, boss? How you doing today? Sorry, I had to figure out where the runescapes were.
You are now entering Frozen Camp.
Oh no! Yeah. Man, I missed this game. It's been so long since I played this game. Ah! I forgot about you. No! There it is. Man, it has been so long since I played this game. I miss this game. I am mindless, and all I want to do is throw things.
That was an heroic effort.
Hey. Oh shit, I fucked up.
That was an heroic effort.
You bitch. Oh my god. I can't get out. Oh, did he die? All right, that's about. Okay, so it says we need to do that, and then okay, I think yeah, that'll okay, all right, cool. We're good. All right, well, let's go ahead and make sure we didn't miss anything else here. Hate missing stuff. Oh, missed something. You bitch anyway. I don't even know why you're trying to hit me right now, dog. Yeah, you big ass bitch. Hey. Alright, there we go. Oh, we gotta go back, huh? Make sure we get that other stuff there. Yeah, let's go. Let's go back. Make sure. We also gotta go over here, check and make sure that, I don't know how it didn't hit me just now, but... Oh, look at that. There we go. Some special items. Now we're gonna go back here and get this, stuff here. There it is. That's the rune.
Nine runestones have been found.
That's what we were looking for. Rune stones. which, well, let's go over this way and see. No, we already did that. All right, yeah, let's go this way. Oh my God. There it is. Fuck out of here, bud. Yeah, some treasure. Good job, bud. So what? I guess we went down the wrong path or something? Where the fuck are we doing? What's happening here? Guess we could go back that other way or something.
A flower is only as good as its petals, don't you think?
A flower is good for nothing.
Oh, no.
Really?
Figure out where the hell we're supposed to go here.
And a rose never knocked down on the course either, did it?
You're just a silly girl, aren't you?
Nope.
They're a silly girl. Oh, what a mistake.
I swear, this is the one thing about this game is sometimes just trying to figure out where the hell you're supposed to go. I doubt it's over this way because we already went over here. We already did all this. No other place right now. Gotta be. I mean. Alright, let's see here. How do you get up there? From over there. How do we get over there? We gotta figure out how to get over there. This is bullshit. Oh, from over there. Okay, but how do I get... This is... God damn it. Alright, wait, it's not over here, right? No. Okay. There's nothing over here. Alright. I miss this game. This is such a fun game. Aha! We figured it out. Alright. Get out of here. Ain't nobody can fuck with me, dog. There it is.
That was an heroic effort.
Oh, shut up. Aha! Perfect. Nope. Aha. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything here, because we went not pretty fast, but we went a little bit through this more than I wanted to, more than I thought we were going to. Make sure we didn't miss anything. I think we're good, at least for the moment. We'll see.
Can you say
Hey.
I'm gonna hold you to an answer on that.
Okay. Ah, so now we get to this. Ah, now we can move. Okay.
Greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
Okay. What else we got over here? Ah! No! Don't do it, sir! I am but a lowly little man. Please, no.
That was an heroic effort.
Was it now?
I've not seen such bravery.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I am? I'm on the right track. Thanks for telling me. There's not really a lot of other options, but I appreciate it. There we go. Alright, now we're starting to get everything. We have one more place to go to over here just to make sure we didn't miss too much. That's not gonna help anything. There we go. Yeah. I think we've got everything now, pretty much. Let's see. Ah, whatever. Man, I forgot you could blow up the actual little things. That's pretty funny. I completely forgot you could blow up those. What else we got over here, though? I think there's something over here, right? There we go. Sorry, gotta make sure there's no hidden rooms just randomly about. You know what I mean? Hey. That ain't bad. We're okay right now. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick, guys. I'll be right back. All right. And we're back. All right. I'm sort of kind of getting bored of this. I have a problem. I have ADD, guys. This is a problem. Let's save it, though. Maybe we'll switch something else on there, on the list. Let's see what else we got. Well, also, I gotta fix this. For whatever reason, it keeps turning the lights off my fucking keyboard. There we go. All right, well let's find something else to play. Oh, you know what? Let's do some Fire Emblem. I do love me some Fire Emblem. Go ahead and update this. This is my favorite one too. My sacrifice. Golden Sun. That's a good one. That's a good game. Ooh, that's a little loud. Well, should we? We'll just. We're only on chapter 4. We might as well just start a new game, right? I mean, it'll be easy just cause. I'm gonna jump through all this beginning stuff because anybody give a shit. I gotta turn this down though. Ooh. No, I don't want. Hey, bro. No, 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 no. What'd you do, Bubba? Yeah, I literally just gave this to him. Well, I guess, gonna have to get him a new tambourine, guys. I was just he'll probably like that. Sorry guys, gotta go ahead and fix the volume of this thing because this thing is loud. I apologize. Let's see here. Go to mixer. And bring it down to like 50. We'll see what that's like. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys either. Because it's pretty loud for no reason really at all. Let's see here. Back to yeah. No. Also though, why? There we go. Where is the there it is. There we go. There we go. Now it's not so bad. All right. It has been so long since I played this game. I missed this game. This is like the best one in my opinion too. And I love that this is the first one that had like the actual like you know, people fighting. Like it actually had people do the fighting. It's actually pretty cool. I like that. Plus this is the one with all the people who turn into other animals and stuff, which is awesome. Has like the people who turn into fucking, you know, whatever, lions and shit. I'm like, this is awesome. You know, this might have to be a thing that I start doing on stream, is just playing this game on stream, because I love this game. No, I didn't mean to. Oh, I gotta stop just pressing yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I hate when I accidentally go through tutorials that I already know everything about. It pisses me off so much. There we go. Maybe I should update my oh, you know what? That probably would help. Do this real quick, guys. Sorry. I know this is unnecessary right now for anyone watching, but I gotta do this real quick. Alright, we'll keep playing for now. There we go, that's better. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm updating a couple things real quick just to make sure that stuff is actually the way it's supposed to be. I apologize, that's my bad. Give me 1 second here. Okay, we're all good. We are all good. Yeah, okay. Alright, anyway, sorry. We're still on the first mission, guys, so this is, I mean, we're not even, you know what I mean, 5 seconds in, basically. Oh, it's been so long since I've played this game. I missed this game so much, to be honest with you guys. By the way, anybody new to the chat, welcome. How are you today? Hope everybody's doing good. Yay. Yeah, yeah. Ike. He's one of the best characters in the entire series. He's such a good character. I do sort of wish they would put some of the other characters from some of these games into some of these, into, you know, what's it called, like Smash Bros and stuff like that. Hey, all right. All right. Yeah, while we're while we're listening to this, or while we're playing this, might as well listen to something that you know, might be helpful. Let's see here. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds here. All right, sorry. Oh, sorry, my bad. We'll get through this, and then we'll maybe listen to something here in a minute that I sort of kind of want. I sort of kind of want to listen to here while we play this, and sort of kind of just, I don't know, just yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might have to pull up a walkthrough of this again just to remember who and how to get everybody. That's one of my main goals whenever I play a Fire Emblem game, is just trying to figure out how to get everybody and like by the end of the game still have everyone. That's the main goal of every Fire Emblem in my opinion. You know what I mean? Well, while we're about to start the game here, let me go ahead and do this. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I just wanted to listen to this while I haven't.
Just that bad.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
All right, I gotta, yeah.
Join
We gotta
Planet
start from
Fitness
the
for
jump.
1 cent down, $15.
Shut up. We're gonna listen to Tucker Carlson. I don't really like a lot of his views, but I like what he's doing right now. Fucking being the guy. He's being the guy right now. He's the guy right now. He's like, hey.
The implied use of nuclear weapons or some other weapon of mass destruction, a weapon powerful enough to eliminate an entire country in one night, as he said. So that's what people were expecting to see. That's what he'd promised to deliver. And instead, this statement. Subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. We've already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the U.S. and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as president, and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it's an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Well, amen. Cold water on a hot day. The nation, the world, breathed a sigh of relief, and particularly pleased were people who have fought in previous wars, people in the GWAT generation, people who are conspicuously absent from the Fox News analysis of this war, people who know what it is to fight wars. Because one of the things that people who fight wars, who see them up close, learn is that almost anything is better than war. Even a step back or a step down, even giving up something you want while bitter, is better than total war, because there is nothing worse in this life than total war. And that's a generational lesson. Every generation that experiences total war learns that lesson. And some of the most eloquent writing about why war is bad is written by people who have seen it and experienced it. Every big war produces a generation of writers calling for no more wars. And then, predictably, inevitably, cyclically, the next generation forgets that lesson, maybe the key lesson of existence, and the cycle of wars continues. So last night seemed like a victory for the United States, even though it was, strictly speaking, probably a loss. Now, the president didn't explain what's in this 10-point plan, this proposed agreement that he'd received from the government of Iran, but we know roughly what was in it. There have been a bunch of versions of it floating around. Are they real? A 10-point, 15-point? It's impossible to know. But the big picture points are known. And first among them is the current government of Iran will stay in power. That's the...
You know, by the way, a lot of people are really thinking this is a bad thing. And maybe I'm on the outside of this, but I actually do think that, and like, not that I actually want this outcome, in the sense that I don't actually want us to not be, I still think what Trump did was bad. Like, the whole, just everything he's done in the last couple of days has been bad. There's no getting around that. That motherfucker is crazy. However, the end result, actually, I feel like, will end up being beneficial, in the sense that, like, we will have to, we are being forced to focus on specifically our ability to maintain our own sovereignty, as well as like production and manufacturing and stuff like that, which we've relegated to the global world for a long time. Like we've said, like, basically we'll pay for everything and everybody else make everything, which is, it's not a horrible deal, but when things like this happen, it gets exposed pretty quick that things might not go the way you want it to, and you might be cut off, especially if you're going to be as boisterous as we've been. So, I mean, it's genuinely actually sort of kind of, I mean, I don't think Trump is playing 5D chess or nothing like that. I think he's playing fucking 3D chess and he's retarded. But that doesn't mean that the end result of what has happened is not gonna be in some ways better than where we started. I mean, it's gonna be a long-term thing. It's gonna be really bad for a while. I mean, gas is gonna be horrible for a while. Different things are gonna be bad for a while. But the end result basically is that we're no longer in the Middle East. Hopefully, we no longer are controlled by Israel. Hopefully, I mean, there are a couple positives. It's not good. And it's not going to be great for a while, and it's not great for the rest of the world, but I don't know, for a couple, after a couple years, it might be okay if specifically, very specifically, if we actually focus on rebuilding our manufacturing base, if we focus on not being so beholden to other countries as far as our goods and needs and things like that. Like, it can be a good thing. Do I think it will be? I don't know. I don't know about that. But it's possible that it could be. And I mean, I don't know. That's just one of those things where it's like, we have an opportunity here to do a lot of good. And who knows whether that will be, I guess the word is executed upon or really taken seriously. Because I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
First point. So regime change did not work. Everyone admits that now, including the Israeli government with whom we're embarked on this adventure. Everyone understands that there is no way to dislodge the current government short of nuclear weapons. And so when this ends, whenever it does, the regime, the Ayatollahs, the terror regime, as they say on Fox News, will be in place. And that's not a win.
University of Phoenix is built for real life. At some schools, to save money, you have to move fast and load up on courses.
Come on. I hate ads so much.
Take one course at a time with fixed.
Oh, shut up. We're not gonna. No, I'm not paying for your hat. No. No, we're not doing that.
U.S. military bases in the region have been destroyed, certainly badly damaged. From some of the military, U.S. military personnel have withdrawn, retreated. That's not good. That's not a display of power. That's a display of weakness. So there's no way to spin that. That's a loss. This war has cost hundreds of billions of dollars, of U.S. dollars, taxpayer dollars. That money comes from debt, from selling our debt, our treasuries to other countries. So that's a loss. That's a big loss. Commodities prices have risen, not as dramatically as they might if this were to continue, but they've risen a lot. That's a loss. That's a tax on people who buy things in the United States. And then, of course, Americans have been killed. It's not clear how many, because there's an awful lot of lying about it, but it's a substantial number, more than a dozen, and maybe much more than that. We don't know yet. We will know at some point. So Americans have died. America's gotten poorer. America's become weaker demonstrably. We can't open the Strait of Hormuz, which is the overriding objective of this war. We can't do it by force. That's been proven. And the regime that we described as illegitimate, this crazed theocracy, these Stone Age people, are going to, when this is all over, remain in control of Iran. So again, those are losses, just objectively. And yet, and here's the point, a ceasefire would still be a win for the United States because war, total.
So just put the peas in the pot and do what? All right, I got you. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. All right. I love you. Yeah. All right, guys. Apparently, I got to be right back. I got to go make my baby some food real quick. I promise I will be right back. I'm not going to even close this. I am going to put on the be right back screen, but I promise it will not be very long. Sorry about that, guys. Had to take a quick hot second break. Go make some peas for my son. You know, that's life. All right, let's play this again.
War is just that bad. It's so bad that even absorbing some humiliation and some measurable losses is still better than that. And most people understand that intuitively. You don't need to be ideological or interested in geopolitics to understand that Americans getting killed, the country going bankrupt, commodity prices wrecking the global economy, the uncertainty itself is a cost. You don't know what the future holds, so you can't plan for it. All of this is much worse than what we'd be getting with an agreement that diminishes us to some extent, because it's very obvious we could be.
See what scholarships you may qualify for. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Apparently, you can go from 0 to a complete.
And further wounded by this. So that was the state of play. At 6:32, the president announces what is, objectively speaking, not a win, and yet most reasonable people accept it as a win because, relatively speaking, that's a win. A ceasefire is a good thing. And anyone who doesn't think it's a good thing has to explain why it would be in America's interest, the tangible interest of the United States, to continue this. To what objective? What is the goal? No one has ever really explained what that is. Degrade Iran, change the regime. What does that mean? Open the Strait of Hormuz. How? Tell us how. There's not one person in the Pentagon who can figure out how to do it. These people wage war for a living. Not all of them are stupid. Some of them are pretty smart. They can't figure out how to do it by force, or they would have done it already. What's your plan? Well, there's no plan, of course. So anyone who opposes the ceasefire is not an ally of the United States, but an opponent of American interests, maybe even an enemy. So with that in mind, it's worth assessing what happened to the ceasefire. Well, it seemed to last a very, very short time. Now, not in name, no one is saying there's no ceasefire, but certainly in practice, because very shortly, within hours of the president announcing this, Israel, our unmentioned partner in this war, decided to bomb civilians in Beirut, Lebanon. Bomb civilians. Apartment blocks.
My ADD is
That's
acting
not
up now,
anti-Israeli hyperbole. That's not blood libel.
We're gonna go ahead and switch again. This is my problem. This is my problem. I'm too goddamn ADD. Everything is, I just get bored and I want to play something else, and I'm just like, well, maybe we could do something. You know what I mean? I'm just always like, I don't know. I do have something else I want to play though. It's been a while since I played this. Feel like maybe might as well. You know what I mean? It's been forever since I played this game, so it'll be fun to play again and sort of kind of, I don't know, see if I still like it, I guess. Oh, oh, I hope it doesn't make me do the thing. Oh shoot, it's gonna make me do the thing. Oh my god. Man, I hate when you have to go through and find a whole bunch of fucking pass keys and bullshit just to play a goddamn game. Oh, I'm not doing all that. Oh, fuck all that. All right. We'll do it this way. Oh my god. I hate the internet. I hate the internet. I can't just play a fucking game I own. Like, what are we doing here, guys? I think it's on my Steam. Let's see if I can play this. I really would like to play this game if the gods let me. I hate the internet. I hate what's become of gaming when it comes to trying to play a fucking video game. I used to be able to just have it on my computer and just like click it and it just loaded up. Like there was no extra shit to do. It just did it. And you were like, sweet. Now you gotta make sure you're connected to the internet, make sure you're connected to everything else, make sure you're logged in, make sure this and that. Fuck off, dude. Just let me buy a game and just fucking play the game and save a file and keep it moving. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? I don't get it. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I really do have to do the whole fucking... God damn it. Wait, is it on Xbox? Is that where this is coming from? Because if it's Xbox, I might be able to just open it up with the Xbox. But I hope that's where it's coming from. Because that would at least make this easy. Oh my god, it's not. So that means it's on something else, which means it's the whole fucking thing. Well, maybe it'll let me play it on this. No, probably not. Man, I can't just play me some goddamn Warcraft without it fucking signing into some bullshit. That's so stupid. So stupid. I don't know that. I hope this is it. I don't think it is. Ah, shit. Let's see if it. I mean, if this doesn't work, we're just gonna play something else. I hope it does, because I actually do love playing some good old-fashioned Well, this is just bullshit. This is just bullshit. I fucking hate the new world. I fucking hate the new world as far as being able to log into shit and just everything has to be fucking 3-factor verification and fucking all types of bullshit where I can't just fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. I did. I just updated the password. All right. Guess that's for another day, unfortunately. God, I miss the old world. I miss the way the old world worked. Fine. We'll just do some fucking... I don't feel like playing. I don't feel like playing it anymore. We're going to go ahead and just change it to... Sorry, guys, I'm updating stuff because I'm also like, I don't feel like fucking playing that shit anymore. And that really ruined my mood that I couldn't play Warcraft. Just like regular Warcraft. I didn't even want to play World of Warcraft or nothing crazy. Just like fucking Warcraft. Just fucking regular ass Warcraft. Apparently that's an issue. You know what I mean? Fucking just trying to sign in is a fucking problem these days. That's a... God, I hate it. I hate it so much. All right. Anyway, sorry. We're gonna start playing some Magic because yeah, and then we'll go ahead and we'll play this stuff again. I was just that really
well, that is
me. It really ruined my
measurably
mood.
true because there's video of it, a lot of it, because Beirut is one of the greatest and most civilized cities on the planet. It's not Yemen. Lots of people have been to Beirut. Beirut is also, by the way, the capital of the only country in the Middle East whose president is a Christian. The president of Lebanon has always been a Christian since the founding of the country, over 100 years. So in some basic sense, this is a Christian country. It's certainly a Christian-led country. And it's not a primitive country. It's probably one of the top 3 most beautiful places in the world. But it's also one of the most civilized places in the world. And for many years, the southern portions of the country have been controlled or at least influenced by a Shiite militia group, which has become, in effect, the government of those parts of the country, called Hezbollah. You've heard of Hezbollah. I think the U.S. Congress has declared it a terror organization. No one's defending Hezbollah. But Hezbollah's the main thing to know about Hezbollah is that they are sworn opponents of Israel, and that's why you know their name. That's why it's not just a regional problem in the Levant for you. It is an ever-present slogan that people are shouting at you all the time. Hezbollah, they're bad. Well, why are they bad? Well, they're against Israel. That's why. They're also the people, apparently, who perpetrated the 1983 barracks bombing against U.S. Marines and killed almost 300 American Marines. The United States was in Lebanon at the time. Why was the U.S. there? Well, because Israel had invaded Lebanon. And so the Reagan administration, in response to what Israel did, decided to get involved on behalf of our closest ally, and almost 300 American Marines were murdered by Hezbollah. Not blaming Israel for that. Apparently they had advanced knowledge of it. That's pretty clear. It's been documented. But Hezbollah did it. They did it, not Israel. But we were there because of our alliance with Israel. Fact.
With 50 years of expertise, we know protein is a big deal, and now it's more delicious than ever.
So Hezbollah has, for many years, been active in the southern parts of the country, south of the now famous Litani River, on the border of northern Israel. So it's a concern for Israel. But Beirut is a separate question. Beirut is a Mediterranean city that is not controlled by Hezbollah. In fact, it's filled with Christians. They define the life of Beirut. They may not be the majority, but they're in charge. And they certainly have defined it culturally. And Israel is bombing apartment blocks in Beirut, Lebanon. You know what the name of the military operation was? Eternal Darkness. Israel named this operation, killing hundreds of civilians in Lebanon, mostly in Beirut, Eternal Darkness. Because, like, why even pretend anymore? Eternal darkness, by the way, is mentioned extensively in the New Testament. It's a euphemism for hell. And that's exactly what Israel brought to Christians in Lebanon today. Here's a video of it. Looking a little bit like Gaza. And of course, that's the point of Operation Eternal Darkness. But what does it look like on the ground? Again, these are civilians who were murdered by the Israeli military using American weapons and American tax dollars to do it in order to stop a ceasefire that the American president happily announced to the great relief of the American people. All of it stopped by Operation Eternal Darkness, targeting civilians. But if you were a civilian on the ground in Beirut, what did it look like? Well, we have this video, which is distressing. This is a little Lebanese girl walking out on a sunny day with her father in a residential neighborhood in Beirut when the Israelis come in and level the city. Here's what it looked like.
What the fuck?
Operation Eternal Darkness. That's for sure. So the net effect was to end the ceasefire. Again, it hasn't been announced, but the Straits of Hormuz are closed once again. Not open, totally closed, apparently. And the Israelis are continuing to blow up Christians, murder Christians, and other civilians in Lebanon. So this afternoon, the administration announced, well, there's been some confusion here. An agreement that Israel would stop destroying Lebanon was not part of the agreement with Iran. And so clearly they thought it was. They thought somehow the United States would get Israel under control as its patron. We never promised to do that. So this was all a mistake, and we'd love to negotiate the terms, but exclusive of Israel's behavior. Israel's going to do what it's going to do. And, you know, they may kill more little girls in Beirut, but that has nothing to do with the bilateral we'd like to have with you. Well, it raises a couple really interesting questions that need to be resolved before we can fix this and fix our country. And the first is, why would you ever go into a war with another country when you don't have aligned interests, when you don't have the same goals? Israel is a whole separate goal from ours. Israel would like to leave Iran a husk, a civil war between various ethnic groups, just a bleeding wound, and therefore permanently weakened. They don't want a coherent nation state in Iran because that wouldn't help them. The United States, of course, doesn't want that because you can't open the Straits of Hormuz unless you have someone in charge of the territory of Iran, because then pirates will close it. Anyone with mines or drones can close the strait. You need a central government in Tehran to keep the strait open. And the United States, being, of course, subject to international commodity prices like everybody else, and with a big economy, doesn't want that. Doesn't want the refugee crisis in Europe and the U.S. that will inevitably result if Israel gets its way. The United States went in there with goals that weren't exactly clear. I don't know, somehow ending the nuclear program because it's such a threat.
How do you go from zero experience to flying for one of the world's largest airlines? Let's find out as we go behind the scenes at ATP.
Even though U.S. intelligence had repeatedly concluded that it was not an imminent threat. They didn't have a nuclear weapon. They didn't have ICBMs. It just didn't exist. It's the WMD story from 2002, Redux. But the idea was to apparently brush them back a little bit and let them know that you can't do anything crazy in the region. That's not Israel's goal. So the first mistake was lashing ourselves to another country with separate goals. But more immediately, the mistake would be if you want to wrap this up with a ceasefire and a peace agreement, you would, of course, tell Israel to get on board because Israel is a tiny, insignificant country with an infinitesimally small population and economy that only exists because you protect it and pay for everything. Israel is your client state. This is like taking orders from your housekeeper, which you would never do. Why would you do that if you had self-respect? So the first thing you would do if you were sitting down to come to terms with your opponent, this big country, Iran, that you haven't been able to beat militarily, would be to tell Israel, hey, we're suing for peace. We're going to get this done. You knock it off. But the U.S. didn't do that. This administration did not do that. In fact, apparently, according to the Israelis, they never even consulted Benjamin Netanyahu. They did not tell him that we were right on the cusp of ceasefire talks. Why? Because they were worried that he would do what he did with Operation Eternal Darkness, Operation Hell, and scuttle the whole thing by doing something crazy like bombing apartment buildings in Beirut, Lebanon. So apparently getting Israel under control so the United States could save its economy and the lives of its troops was not even on the table. Like the one thing we know we're not going to do is tell the Israelis to behave. And that's why there is, in practical terms, in effect, if not name, no ceasefire right now. The one that everybody in the United States desperately wants. So the question is, and it is the question, unfortunately, why can't the United States get its proxy, its client state, its effectively its employee, Israel, under control? Why is that the one thing that's never on the table? That's the question. It's the question that Joe Kent, one of the top U.S. intel officials, asked when he resigned a few weeks ago. We got into this war at the urging of another country, Israel. The war did not go well. Now we can't get out of the war because of the behavior of that same country, Israel. Why? Why can't this president or any president say no to Israel? And we have a right to know why. It's not just because we love Israel and it's the only democracy in the Middle East. And if it is, then our leaders are dumber than we thought they were, but it's probably not that. Because they understand perfectly well how bad this is for the U.S. And there are, believe it or not, a lot of people in the White House who care about the United States. People with power in the White House. They're not all, whatever you think they are, zombies doing Bibi's bidding. Some of them can see very clearly where this is heading. It's heading toward a nuclear strike by Israel on Iran. That's obvious. And that would be a world historic disaster. It's also clearly terrible for the American economy, for the American people, not even to mention the Americans who will die in numbers if this becomes a land war. So there are people working really hard, really late, trying to fix this, to get a peace, even one that diminishes us, where we have to take some lumps. They are doing that. That's the only reason we got to where we were yesterday. It's because people in the White House, taking no credit for it whatsoever, were working to end this because it's bad. But those people predictably were undercut. Our country was undercut by Israel, and there's apparently nothing we can do about it. So again, why is that? And once this is over, even before it ends, every American has a right to know, why does this tiny country have so much control over our government? Is it consent? It doesn't look like it. Now, Joe Kent said point blank when he resigned. And by the way, the day he resigned, he retained highest level security clearance. They tried to tell you, oh, he was a leaker. He was under investigation. It was a lie. They admitted it was a lie. He wasn't under investigation by the FBI. Untrue. And you know it's untrue because he held his security clearance till the day he left the building. So there's no intelligence in the U.S. government that Joe Kent couldn't see. None. He was one of the most informed people in the world. And his conclusion was, there's something weird going on here. And one of the clues is the Butler shooting, the shooting in the summer of 2024 during the presidential election, where President Trump was shot in the ear by a gunman a little over 100 yards away on the roof of a building called Thomas Crook's. And according to Joe Kent, who would know,
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because this delivery service offers hundreds of high-quality, non-GMO groceries and recipes that help me feel my best daily. Hungry Root is the easiest way to take all the stress and guesswork out of eating healthy. Think of it as having your own personal shopper and nutritionist in one, with curated groceries and personalized meal plans that ship straight to your door. Building the perfect grocery list takes seconds thanks to their smart cart technology. It customizes everything based on your health goals, dietary restrictions, and flavor preferences, with meals starting as low as $3.99 per serving. All of the recipes are incredibly delicious and easy to make, with most taking 20 minutes tops to put together. And with over 15,000 recipes and 20 plus dietary preferences, they have you covered on whatever you like to eat. Check out Hungry Root today and ditch the grocery store for good.
Hi. Hi, come in.
Nice to see you.
We are so happy you're here.
Are we expecting people? Can we put curtains on this window? I don't like how they can see into our apartment.
that investigation was closed before it pursued every possible lead. We can be fairly confident that Thomas Crooks pulled the trigger. We cannot be confident at all that he acted alone. And of course, we can't know because that investigation was shut down. That's what he said. And Joe Kent, who you can dismiss as a wacko or a traitor, but you can't say he doesn't know what he's talking about. And you can't say the Trump administration didn't trust him with all available U.S. intelligence until the day he left. You can't say that because they did. He has said out loud he thinks the failure to investigate the Butler shooting, the shooting of our now president Donald Trump, and why wouldn't they investigate that, by the way? That alone is baffling. Why wouldn't they release all the information they have about Thomas Crooks? They haven't. Why? If it was a lone gunman, why didn't tell us all you know? But they haven't. Why? He believes that is connected to the control that Israel has over the United States government, the demonstrable control. He said that. He also pointed to a couple of pretty shocking violations of the president's personal security by the Secret Service. They allowed things to happen that never happen around a president. Now, maybe they were mistakes. You want to think they were. But who's been fired at the Secret Service over those mistakes? No one that we're aware of. There's not been a wholesale reordering of the Secret Service. Their job is to protect the president, the elected president of the United States. And
we're going to be done for the night. I'm not feeling it tonight. I got to go make some hamburgers. Sorry, cheeseburgers for my family. I got to go do a couple things like that. So we're going to chill out tonight. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with the world right now, and I'm just feeling too ADD to play a single game. I think we're going to start doing a series of the Fire Emblem stuff because that is really fun. I just got to figure out how to do that. All right, I'm going to have a Patreon start coming up here soon. We're gonna start figuring that out, which is going to be fun. I've got actually a couple projects coming up. I just can't say anything about them yet because I don't want to be overly, yeah. But anyway, I think we can be done for the night, guys. Usually I try and keep it to 3, but tonight and last night, I just I'm tired. I'm tired. I've had a long week. The world was about to end, and then now we have world peace, and then now it's over again, and I'm emotionally exhausted is what it is. So we're gonna chill out for a little bit. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, I will hop on Sunday. We'll do another remix stream. We're gonna try and keep next week mostly just music stuff. I've got a bunch of music stuff I want to get done. I want to remix a couple new songs that I really like. I got a bunch of stuff coming out over the weekend. Tomorrow, I've got a bunch of stuff coming out for on SoundCloud. There's gonna be a couple different things that are coming out. So, all right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping in, and see you on the next one.